Morning. Have to replace some tips. So I am scraping off any gel left on my nails. This is the last of it. I had to do actually 3 layers, even with filing. 3 layers of the magic gel remover.
Correct? Is that fair? Morning, early afternoon,
All right. So happy Tuesday to you. If you're new here, my name is Tara. You're watching the Daily Nail. This is my weekday nail show. I'm here Monday through Friday. I try for 11 a.m. I think it was like 11:10 today, which is typical. Okay. I'm gonna go in and do some cuticle work on these nails before we put tips on. So I have my e-file on 4. And I'm just going in here at the sidewall, coming up around the top of the nail. And I like to just kind of follow it down too, and then I'll come back up around the side here.
But you do know that JJ Mallow is...
Ball bits are really good for getting rid of hangnails too, if you happen to have one. Okay.
And you know that David Glowberry was there on the 22nd of the evening of the day.
I haven't pulled up the live on my tablet yet, but I will shortly so I can see comments.
So we have Lori Mallow, correct? On that day? Alex Cox on that day, correct?
So I have my drill at 4,000 RPM, which is 4. I have my smallest ball bit on, and I am just going around my sidewalls and up top to get rid of any dead skin in there. I also have maybe a little bit of gel still on my nails, either builder gel or I've been using a tinted rubber base gel over my natural nails. I don't think I'm going to put that on today because it's making it harder for me to remove my tips, and it's coming off anyway. So then every time I have to replace it. So I just ended up cutting down my nails again here, and so I guess shorties it is for me. There we go.
Why are we looking into their searches?
Okay. Let's see if I can find the live. There we go. I'll brush these off.
Now, you're also aware as part of your investigation.
Okay, I'm going to put a dehydrator on my nails. This is Dip Liquid's Prep/Bond, which is a mix of acetone and alcohol. If you don't have this, you can just swipe your nails with alcohol or acetone, one or the other. You just want to dry out the oils in your nail bed. After that, we're going to put primer on, and I'm also going to put primer inside the well of my jelly tips. This is an easy way to etch the inside of your tip without going in with an e-file bit. Now I'm going to put the primer on my nails, and this is a primer that goes under acrylic and gel enhancements, and since we're going to be putting on jelly tips, we want to use this. Okay, there we go. Patty, how are you? Ooh, it's me and you? Oh no, there's other people here. Okay. So if you're not familiar with my jelly tip process, I like to use a solid builder gel or a solid nail glue gel to attach my tips. There was still a little gel there, but I got it off. You want to let your primer sit for a couple minutes anyway. But I'll show you what I use to attach my tips. Okay. So I've been using Emily's Solid Builder Nail Gel. It's because it's solid, there's no air bubbles in it. You know what I mean? Unless like you have to lift it and then move it and put it down again, you're gonna get air bubbles. If you do have to lift it and like reset the nail, I would suggest adding a little more gel to it. However, it doesn't stick to you, it sticks to itself. It is easy to work with. The most difficult thing is it's like kind of stringy, but it's not that big of a deal. It's easy enough to manipulate. Okay. So I am replacing tips on my index, middle, and ring fingers. I just did my thumbnail yesterday, replaced it, and my pinky is like way up there. So that was obviously replaced recently, but I think these three must not have been because they were growing out. I try to keep them all the same, replace, all the tips on a hand together, but it doesn't always work out that way. So I'm just setting these tips up with the gel, just using a spatula, the spatula end of like a builder gel brush.
So we don't know who
You don't even, I think, need to really spread this out like this or flatten it the way I do. Because when you press it down against your nail, it's going to spread anyway. Okay. This is my middle nail, so I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to slide it up into the cuticle, and then I'm going to press down. Make sure it comes down sidewall to sidewall, and as you can see, I do have some gel sticking out. So we want to, and I just take it and put it right back in the jar to use again. Oops, I lifted it.
And also May 4 sign Taurus and Leo.
Okay.
That's what that is, right? And what your testimony said is
I got the Chad Daybell trial on again.
Someone's trying.
His attorney is weird.
Assume that it's worried about little Chad Daybell.
He's a weird guy.
It's jury, isn't it?
Okay.
Right.
I like to put my tip about 2/3 of the way up the nail and then slide it up into the cuticle. And then I'm going to press it down. We'll scrape out the extra gel. Get it from underneath your nail too, so you don't end up with a big lump of it under there. Just make sure you're pressing your nail down so you don't accidentally lift it. Okay, that looks good. And now we just got to do the ring finger. I'm going to do the same process. Slide it up. And this one I put less gel in. So actually, there's a tiny bit, but not much.
I encourage you to say, oh, someday maybe we could be together. I love Malachi. And she starts dropping hints. That could be an explanation for that as well, right?
You could, but I believe that
Okay.
Yeah, but I understand the searches. I understand that. But why don't you show me the phone records where they talked about malachite and the Rory Valley and Champion discussed.
All right, there we go. I'm happy with how these look. Except for that gel. All right, I'm going to cure these in my lamp for 1 minute. And you can see there's no air bubbles. You know, they look good. They're flush to my nail bed. They're flat on there. You know, there's a thin layer of gel in it, but it's thin. They look good.
So we don't know whether this search for malachite was a discussion between a boyfriend and a girlfriend, or whether or not it was about Alex Cox and his future marriage to Stephen Costanza, right?
Okay. 60-second cure. Hi, Aaliyah. How are you, ladies? How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. I was like more punctual today than I have been. You guys know my son is on April vacation this week. He's in 7th grade, and then my husband took the day off too. He started landscaping this weekend as he works a regular full-time job, but he's had a second job landscaping, like in the spring, summer, and fall, for more than 20 years. He's had the same 2 jobs for more than 20 years. So he's always had this second job. But he's 20 years older and, you know, landscaping. So it was his first weekend landscaping that just passed, and it hit him hard, you know. Especially you're out of shape after not working all winter, you know what I mean? His leg is all swollen, his knee, super swollen. Ooh, so I got a message from CVS that my prescription tretinoin cream, that the gold standard in anti-aging, right? It's ready at CVS, and my copay is only $8. So yay, that's a good thing. All right, now that these are on and fully cured, they are not going anywhere, guys. I'm going to take a sanding band, and actually I'm going to put a new band on because these are looking a little rough. Actually, sometimes I have to put the bit in first before I can get the band off. They're so tight. All right. This is a 240 grit sanding band. I'm going to turn my E-file to 9. And we're just going to rough up these jelly tips so we can put a gel top coat on. And then, so we can put, a gel top coat on. And then we're going to put peel base down. Peel base needs a shiny surface to work well. And for some reason, it doesn't work over just like plain jelly tips. So I rough up the surface, then I give myself, I rough it up because I'm putting gel down. Gel needs a rough surface. Then I put the gel top coat over. I use a 2-in-1 base and top coat in one. Otherwise, you would do gel base, cure, gel top coat, cure, then go in with your peel base. If you're not using peel base, you can just dip right over your tips. I would rough up the tips before you dip. If you're going to dip straight on your tips and not use peel base, or if you're going to dip on your natural nails, buff them a little bit so they're not shiny. The dip will stick better. Okay. Oh, my drill's down to 1 bar. I might have to charge it today. It'll be the second time I've had to charge it in like the 6 months I've had it. Melody Susie drills are awesome. All right, I am going to really quick clean up the shape of these 3 nails and just make them slightly pointier here. A little more stiletto.
Then we go down to malachite. We don't know where he got the name malachite, but then he started searching that as well, right? Then he got to hip close. We don't know what the story is of hip close. He typed in that name, so he must have got the name somewhere, and he started his name.
Plus, sometimes at the edge of the jelly tip, there might be you know, a piece of plastic hanging off. You got to get rid of that. And it's all depending on what you want for a tip. These jelly tips tend to come with a softer free edge, you know, a softer point. But I just wanted to sharpen them up a little bit. All right, gel top coat. Guys, it's so low.
Right, and when you're talking about the day before the accusation, prosecutors claiming that
If I get my money back from Venmo, I can order some.
they had a day.
Oh, the hair on that.
9/9.
Okay.
Davis sent an email to his wife at the time, Tammy Davis, and said, "I'm going to burn some lips."
This is Cosmic Nails HEMA free 2-in-1. So it's base and top coat in one. That's why I don't need to put down a separate base beforehand.
So on the 8th, he's checking the wind, and on the 9th, he sends an email to his wife saying, "I'm going to burn some limbs in the backyard."
I like this one. Oops, I dripped some because it's HEMA free. Can't afford to be dripping this stuff. I don't have enough of it.
Now, you don't know what kind of phones we're dealing with. These aren't very
All right, back in the lamp for another 1 minute cure. We're gonna do a glitter and grace mani. We're gonna use it's a blue combination. So there's a blue shimmer, or maybe it's a solid, I'll have to tell you, but it's also a glow. And then there's two glitters. They're like matching glitters, but one is a small and fine glitter version, and one is the chunky glitter version. I might use all three in the mani, the chunky, the fine. You know, I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll do like,
Or you can just get a different phone and the same thing. And you buy that at, I don't want to give anybody publicity, but large retail stores.
I could do the chunky on the middle nail, or I could do the chunky on the ring finger.
So if you're
Thinking if I do the chunky on the middle nail,
and you don't want
do the solid on the index and ring, and then the fine glitter. Although out of the three, the fine glitter is probably my favorite. I was gonna say the fine glitter on the thumb and pinky. All right, I'm gonna go in with a layer of peel base now. Ooh, capstock. Trying to get prepped as quickly as possible here. Hey, Michelle. Hi, Erin. I am in Rhode Island, New England. Where are you located?
discovered by his wife that he's cheating on her, right? Correct.
So I'm putting a layer of peel base on. This is what lets me do manis every day, you guys. It puts a barrier between your nail or your extension and then like whatever enhancement you put over it. So you're able to easily remove it. Well, for the most part. Occasionally, it depends what kind of peel base you're using, whether you smudged it, things like that.
So again, we see the subject of
All right.
whoever is not
I'm going to turn on my fan. So, Michelle, I'm going to use these three dips from Glitter and Grace. Let me get the swatch stick. Hold on. Where is it? It might be hanging over here. No, it's not. Well, that's weird. Huh. Hold on.
So, 7/21 of 2019, and my notes seem to indicate.
Can't find the swatch stick with the new Glitter and Grace colors. It's not here.
Is that fair?
I must have misplaced it somewhere. That's weird. Anyway, let me just show them to you. This is Glowberry. All right, so it looks like it's a solid. And I believe it glows blue. Then this is Skye. This is the small and fine glitter mix. it's blue with coral flashbacks. And then Halo is the chunky glitter mix. It's hard to tell, but those glitters, the chunky glitters, are going to be coral, I am assuming, once they're wet, you know. So, didn't I say I was going to do an ombre? Oh, I did. So I got to do an ombre. All right.
We also know that she left a little bit of time because prior to the murder,
All right.
Tyler was present.
I think I have an idea.
Tyler, circumstances.
I do. We'll do the middle now with the chunky glitter. And then I'll ombre these two vertically on the ring and index. And then I'll do the solid on the thumb and pinky. That'll work.
So someone's looking and really
I gotta write that down so I don't forget, you guys.
witness the murder of their father by their own
How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday, you guys.
right?
Saw my mom yesterday. Her and my sister stopped by after my sister's doctor's appointment. All right, let me write out my Manny plan. I wonder if I should do something different and just do like chunky glitter. And instead of doing, oh, see, I already put ombre in my title. I could always go back and change it though. Because I would love to do full nails of this glitter. This is my favorite one, you know.
But based on they listen to the prison argument, yes.
There is a discussion because part of the FBI and the officers down there interviewed witnesses who suggested both sides of that issue, correct?
Oh, what if I do this color blue on my thumb, index, and pinky with the chunky glitter ombre at the free edge of those three nails, and then these two nails with that glitter.
Charles Valley, right?
I believe Tylee was interviewed. And
Hi, Alyssa.
interview stated, but I don't remember what JJ.
But you also
Oh my God, she loved it, Patty. Yeah, I gave my mother her early Mother's Day gift, and I haven't seen her. I think it's been 6 years since we went down to South Carolina for my brother's wedding. I think that's the last time I've seen her. So it was nice. It was nice. They came over. They didn't stay long, so my sister wasn't feeling great. But Dominic's gonna sleep over my sister's house tomorrow night. That's where my mother's staying. So
equal discussion
I think I'm gonna do what I just said. The hell was it though?
stuff. I didn't see anything where Chad Dable talked about life insurance much. He didn't, did he?
No, sir.
And there's no email or search on let's kill 2 kids
I said,
by Chad Dable.
oh yeah, I said the glitter ombre, right? Okay, so all right, give me 1 second. That's Halo, that's Glowberry, and this is Skye. All right.
Religious connotation, right?
Not necessarily really.
Skye with an E.
Provide some context and other evidence because of the aliases. It gets complicated with the names that they call each other.
Right.
So to see that they're being searched by these individuals.
All right, so I'm gonna ombre at the free edge of 3 nails with the chunky.
No. So we have some references to religion.
All right, got it. Hopefully I don't mess it up.
Both of these folks have strong religious
Let me close these up for now.
and you were willing to give us
I really, really want to use that duo you use, Michelle, but I'm trying to put it off, don't do it too close to yours. Yeah, ice cream cone, Manny, came out awesome. See, I didn't even realize Inspired Manny's was yesterday.
strong references to religion.
I do know it's on the 15th of every month, but I didn't put it in my head and I didn't have it on my calendar.
I'm kind of wondering,
Besides, I've already done like a watercolor Manny. I didn't know what else to do.
by the mother and brother to figure out the order of the fourth husband, or is it because
Oh, thank you, Jessica.
Chad, Lori, Mary, Bill, Peter, it's really
All right, I probably, oh, my nails are already almost dry. Okay, I was gonna put my fan on, but they're almost done. All right, so this will be a fun mani to do, I think. The colors should look really nice together. So I'm wearing the medium stiletto full coverage gel tips from Luxie Nail. I love these full coverage tips because they're pre-shaped. You know what I mean? You just pop them on, clean up the shape, and you're pretty much ready to go. They're easy enough to get off. I just file and then use some magic gel remover to soak, get the rest of it off without soaking in acetone. And that's when I replace my tips, which is usually about once a week. There's enough grow out. It's not bad, but it's enough that it's noticeable to me. And as like an influencer and ambassador, I don't want any grow, you know what I mean? I want my manis to all look as good as I can possibly get them. So I try not to let my nails grow out. All right, let's see. All right, we're good. I think I'm going to dip my 2 glitter nails with Skye. This is that small and fine glitter. It's so pretty, you guys. Look at that.
Did you see a likewise Google search
with those coral notes? Gorgeous. All right, so I have some dip base. This one, it says Color My World Dips, but it's actually Azure Beauty. It's a base refill I got off Amazon for $10. It's like almost 3 bottles worth, so it's definitely way more economical than buying bottles this way individually. Okay. All right, so let's go in on our ring and middle nails, and we're going to do 2 layers of it. So dip base dries pretty fast, right? We're going to quickly get our glitter on there. Wow, that's a lot of good coverage for pouring over. A lot of glitters landed. So fuzzy. Okay. I'm cleaning up my cuticle area with my tool.
Is that the correct name?
Might want to pat these down a little bit. Let me grab a plastic bag. Pressing down glitters. Okay, let's do the middle now.
I don't, other than on search term.
Same thing, I'm going to pour over for our first layer. The coverage is really good, though. There's not a lot of extra acrylic in this dip. Usually when you pour over with a glitter dip on your first layer like this, you get like mostly acrylic and not glitter, but a lot is landing.
We'll start with the last question. You were asked about Audrey Bartario and searching for wedding dresses. Are you aware of Audrey's married?
At the time, I don't know if she was.
Okay.
Anything in your investigation or records you reviewed that shows she was engaged?
I'm going to brush these off.
I believe she mentioned her. I don't think she was actually married.
Now I'm going to lay flat for dip number 2. This will ensure that I'm getting full coverage on my nail. I feel like sometimes when I pour over, something might get missed.
And in relation to Charles Ballard,
But laying flat, it's like everywhere is getting covered. as long as you have dip base everywhere that you need it to be. Nick took the day off. Oh, I told you guys, right? Saying he was sore from landscaping. He needs surgery on his knee, but he won't even go to the doctor. He needs to get more blood pressure medication. I'm sure it needs to be adjusted, but he's been getting lightheaded. I mean, it's easier for me because I don't work, so I can do all my appointments, pretty easily. But he's got to make time. I'm scared he's going to have a heart attack, young.
Charles Newman is the first time where you start to out or body campus. Charles is relating where you first hit his head.
He's supposed to be on meds for his blood pressure, and he was. And then the doctor called him in a few refills, and he kept missing his follow-up appointments. And it got to the point where eventually she said she couldn't call him in anymore until he came and had his blood pressure evaluated, you know what I mean? To check, make sure he's on the right dose still and everything, and he never went. So she wouldn't call him in anymore.
Did you find any searches related to that email, to Chad's email, regarding divorce or separation? You were also asked about people changing phone numbers to hide an affair.
Okay.
Are there, in your experience, do people involved in criminal activity also?
That looks good. Such a pretty glitter.
And then there was some talk about Melanie.
Oh, you didn't see it? Oh, yeah. Michelle posted it yesterday on Instagram. Hi, Brandis.
And where,
What, Patty, about almond?
do you know where they were at the time Charles was actually shot?
I don't believe they were there.
Patty said almond, but I don't remember us talking about nail shapes. How are you, B? I hope you're not a sad bee today. I don't mean to laugh, but that was funny that day. It's kind of cool that your name starts with a B. You can use that in so many ways.
And do you know where the mortuary was located that he placed that call to? In Arizona, but I don't remember what
All right. Press these glitters down.
Then you were asked quite a bit about Melanie Gibb and David Warwick. Their names came up at least in that. Did Melanie, through your investigation, did you determine?
Okay, that looks good.
Or was there anything to indicate Melanie Gibb or David Warwick profited from JJ's death?
Brush them off. Okay. All right.
Judge, I would have a couple subjects.
Now I need to decide how I want to do these ombres. Do I want to do full layers of blue and then just, lightly sprinkle the glitters over it? Or do I want to do half blue ombre, tap ombre half blue and tap ombre half glitter? I think I'm going to do 2 layers of blue and then lightly ombre the chunky glitter over top. So this is Glowberry, and I think it glows blue. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't glow aqua? That would be even better because I have a glow aqua I was going to use over top to encapsulate. I don't know. It looks aqua, but it could be blue. So let's do 2 layers of this blue. Gonna pour over.
stay till next.
And thank you, Your Honor. I'm just looking at the time. I think it's about 15 minutes to 10. The next witness, I believe, will be on the stand for quite some time. I'm not sure if the court would like to take a break now. Unless we want to take a minute break.
There'll be so much going on every nail. There won't be an opportunity for me to be like, this needs something else. And then I go digging through all my stickers or my stamps or something.
This is Detective Duncan.
That won't be happening today. But we should stamp this week. It's been a hot minute. Or a couple weeks since I've stamped. Britt said she's going to be in meetings all day, so she wouldn't be able to make the live. Oh, yeah, the lizard. What happened? You can't find him? Oh, my God. So he's in the... He ran by the door multiple times. Can you, like, try and lure him into a shoebox or some kind of container with food or something? Some bugs? Okay, and we're doing our first layer on the thumb now. I'm going to pour over. I have enough dip in the jar to do that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would you please spell your name for the
And then for the second layer, we'll lay flat again.
Where are you currently?
Tap it off.
What is your current title and your position?
I'm currently assigned to the robbery homicide unit as a
How long have you been with that unit?
The robbery homicide unit, I've been there for 10 years.
You hold other positions on the Channel Police Department.
I was hired to the Channel Police Department in year 2000. June of 2000, went to the academy, graduated in September.
Coverage is pretty good. There you can see I have pink gel under on my nail bed here, but here I don't. Here I do. All right, let's lay flat for layer number 2 now. And we should have full coverage unless the base of my nail, the gel on my nail, makes it so we don't.
16 weeks, and then afterwards we attend a field training program.
Second layers, third layer, every subsequent layer of base after the first dries more slowly. So you can like leave your finger in the powder for a few extra seconds just to absorb the base. If you pull it out too quick, your nail's going to be wet. And you can just let it air dry that way if you want. I prefer to just soak up all the base so it dries more quickly.
Do you recall where that was?
Reported the shooting on July 11th.
Plus, I also figure it's soaking up more of the powder, you know.
The address of 5531 South Four Peaks Place in Chandler.
And you said the call came about 8:26 a.m. Were you one of the first responding law enforcement?
That was not.
Do you recall approximately when you responded?
I would have arrived probably 20-30 minutes after that was.
Okay, that looks good.
When a call comes in at a shooting unit, who goes out first? Is it a patrol officer or a detective? Can you talk a little bit about that process?
So the immediate response to call for service, in this case a 911 call, a patrol officer will respond.
There we go.
To that call of service. They will get there, triage the situation, assist in confirming why they came, and then determine what they have. If additional resources were needed or investigative resources are needed from detectives.
Just go right around your cuticle line. Anything you see like in your sidewalls or on your skin, if you can get it off before the acrylic sets,
Did you learn?
you won't have to file it off later.
Did you learn what was?
Yes, Alex had contacted 911 and reported that he had shot.
Brush these off. Yeah, 2 layers. It looks good. That's good coverage. That's good quality powder because this is a light blue.
Charles
And I know you guys saw me using the light blue the other day. I had to do 3 layers with, you know. So yay, this looks great, even with the darker nail beds. Okay, so now moving on to the chunky glitter and the ombre. I'll show you guys how I do this. All right, first thing, we're going to pour out our chunky glitter into the cupcake liner. Not the whole thing, that's all we'll need. And we're going to need an ombre brush, aka an eyeshadow brush, preferably one that you don't use to do your eyes with, you know, get a new one. These I got off of Amazon. They're the Wet and Wild eyeshadow brushes, and literally they were like 98 cents. But that was a few years ago, so they might be a little more. I can't imagine much more. So we're gonna do glitter ombre at the free edge, which means down at, well, at the point of my nail, okay? I'm gonna put a full layer of dip base on the nail. If I were only to do dip base at the free edge of my nail, then that's the only place the glitters will land. To get the kind of look I want, where the glitters are scattered, kind of working their way up the nail, you know what I mean? Instead of a straight line, you need to put a whole layer of base down, or at least go up high enough. But I just do a full layer. And we can use clear over the top of the nail if we want to absorb that base. Okay, so now I'm going to use my brush and I'm going to pick up some of these glitters. I'm going to slightly point my finger down so no glitters go up too high, and I'll have more control over where they land.
The residents on Four Peaks Place, single-family residents, you enter the residence through the front door and the rest of the residence. As you enter, you come into a small foyer.
Okay. We may have to hand place some chunky glitters. I think we definitely will.
There was no furniture in this living room.
Same thing here.
There was mirrors along the north side, an open window along the east side, mirrors.
There's a lot of fine glitters in this, and that's what I seem to be picking up.
So as indicated, it's very sparse. There's no furniture at that. Inside, when making my observations, I noticed the body of a Caucasian man that was
Okay.
laying on the west side of this room. North of where he was laying, there was an aluminum baseball bat, and then a little bit north of this was a baseball cap that we had found out was worn by Charles Taylor. To the west of Charles' body, there were
Same thing.
casings that were recovered. Also noted during this time was a bullet strike and a lodged bullet, or what we refer to as a projectile, that had lodged into the baseboard on the east side of that particular room.
Okay.
And it's, so as you walk in, that's your initial.
I'm going to get a cuticle stick here.
As a part of the scene detector, just as part of the.
I'm going to put some base on it, and let's try and pick up some of these chunky glitters to put on these nails here.
When first the responding officers arrived, he was pronounced dead by the sheriff.
So upon your arrival, he already been pronounced.
That is correct.
Do you know if prior to your arrival there were any lights?
Oh, that didn't work anymore.
There were reports in that Alex Cox had done CPR, and there was also indication of evidence left behind that the fire department had placed EKG or AED pads on Charles to determine whether life-saving efforts were needed.
When you said it was reported that Alex had done CPR, did you observe any signs that would support CPR having been done?
So in examining, looking at Charles' body, in the position that was
I need one. I want one more chunky on this pinky now.
the north fever to the south.
Or two.
Arms to his side. I did see one wound consistent with a bullet wound in the front lower left quadrant of his torso. And that's the only one that I noticed at the time. The shirt was cut open, a black t-shirt.
Okay, cute.
And as indicated, he had frequently mixed with medical intervention. I didn't notice a lot of blood that was present on the floor or surrounding his body. Did not notice a lot of blood, which, in my opinion,
Sorry, every so often I have to put more base on my brush here. I'm just hand placing some chunky glitters, you guys.
In relation to CPR, had it been performed, you would expect to see more blood.
I would expect exactly the case.
So, based on your experience, you didn't see signs of CPR having been performed.
Correct.
And additional observations of Charles' body, were you able to see how many wounds he had initially?
So as indicated initially, it was just the one that I noticed with the front of his body.
Okay.
And from did you notice any additional injuries to Charles?
I did.
Can you tell us what those were?
Sorry, I know I'm being quiet. I'm concentrating.
Cases, when the medical examiner is coming out to assist in these cases, the body is considered evidence, and we do not touch the body until the medical examiner allows. They have jurisdiction. So my initial observations were that one consistent with the bullet wound to the front lower left quadrant. After the medical examiner arrives, they take a
There we go. All right.
information that we know at the time. At that point, the medical examiner.
Okay, let's put this chunky glitter back. I'll show you what the nails look like. I'm going to pour some clear over these ombre nails just to absorb any wet base that still might be on there.
Additionally, when Charles' body was rolled, there were two additional
This is Glitter and Grace's Clear Aqua Glow. So these are all dips from Glitter and Grace. I haven't even talked about her. She is a shop on Etsy. Her stuff is gorgeous, very high quality. And this is a trio that's available now. You can get it individually or as the set. And you can save at Glitter and Grace with code TARA15.
Alex said he shot Charles twice, correct?
Correct.
Are you aware of what else Alex had claimed?
Still wet.
As indicated, he claimed that he was shot in self-defense. He had indicated that he had a baseball bat, and Charles had struck Alex in the back of the head with a baseball bat and refused to drop the bat, and that's when he shot him.
And based on your observations, were you able to form any opinion in your training and experience as to where they would have been where Charles would have been in relation to the shooting?
Okay.
Yes, so Alex had informed us that he was standing in the southwest
I
corner.
wonder if I should.
This particular living room is described, and he was facing in a northeast direction, and he and Charles were face to face with each other. He indicated that he shot him twice, standing up.
I'll be fine. Okay.
And twice in the chest from the standing position.
All right, I'm going to encapsulate the nails now with this Glow Clear. And don't forget this blue solid glows too.
The medical examiner's office showing up to take Charles' body. Do you know if an autopsy was ultimately conducted? And are you aware if there was any determination made as to whether or not Charles would have been standing when the shots were fired?
So the two wounds, according to the medical examiner,
Okay.
the wound described in the center of the chest was from the back, exited his back, and was slightly at a downward angle. The second wound that I mentioned, the lower left element, that bullet traveled upward at a very steep angle.
Oh, natural nails? I don't have those pretty nail beds like you do. I have short nail beds.
We had brought
I've done a few manis on my shorties. Like when I started dipping, I was just dipping my shorties, you know what I mean? But long nails is nail estate. More room for nail art.
Prior to Alex coming, we made the decision to clean up the blood that was left. And when we did clean up that blood, noticed a
Okay.
inflammation.
So I'm still using dip base, right, to apply all of the colors, glitters, and clear.
Consistent with the exit wound.
You use dip base.
Also near Charles's left shoulder was a bullet or a projectile that was.
If you prefer gels, you can use dip with gels. You would just put down a layer of gel base, pour the dip over, cure it, brush it off. Do that a couple times. You don't need to encapsulate, with clear. And then you go in with a gel top coat, cure that, file it, buff it, whatever. And then another layer of gel top coat, cure that, and you're done.
Based on your investigation, were you able to determine whether or not a struggle had occurred?
Obviously, one thing we look at, we're trying to determine.
I know a lot of people think the gel method is faster than with dip liquids.
And with
I have a gel allergy and I just prefer dip liquids, you know.
Charles did
It's what I started with.
wounds.
I did go through a phase where I was using gel as a top coat though, because I just couldn't figure out dip liquids for a little while. They would never dry clear or shiny for me, but
Those two things would indicate.
once I started wiping my nails off after activating right before top coat, it made a huge difference.
We'll talk a little bit about in relation to this CPR. Was there any additional
There was.
and can you talk a little bit about that?
So Alex had indicated that he had washed his hands in the sink afterwards. The only other location that blood was present, besides the
There we go.
body, was on the top of the wound.
Okay.
And was this, based on
Clean
the
up.
report of the shooting, was this investigated as a homicide?
Yes, it was.
And we talked a little bit about, you ended up taking over the case
Okay.
or being assigned the case.
Can't believe I spilled some of my Glow Clear.
Correct.
You initially responded out on this July 11th date of 2019. Did you continue?
How long do you leave Magic Gel Remover on? The longer you leave it on, the better it's gonna work. 5 minutes. I had to do 3 layers to get all that rubber base gel off.
And when you picked up again in January, you talked about you started looking on instructions. As part of that, did you end up seeking some search warrants?
I did.
And was one of the devices
Still
that you
tacky.
reviewed the content of Charles Ballow's phone?
Yes, it was.
And do you recall how you came to be in possession of Charles Ballow's phone?
All right, let's activate now. This is what cures dip. So this is really cool. You don't have to put dip powder in the lamp. You just put this liquid on them. I like to do 2 layers. Actually, I should be pressing these down. I'm going to use a plastic bag here, you guys, to just flatten my glitter nails. This helps to cut down on filing.
And did you in fact?
Can also use it to shape the free edges of your nails before they set.
When reviewing the extraction, was there a significant amount of it?
Activator, it takes like 2 minutes to fully harden, so you can
Did you look at things that seem to have significance to you in relation to the investigation?
really like play around with your nail and adjust how it looks before you pick up a file. It's just pretty cool. So I'm just like pressing down to flatten the glitter. And then I also do the free edges. It helps to narrow it a little bit and give me a straighter line to start out with.
Again, as with some of the last exhibits from the state, these are printouts, PowerPoint. The PowerPoint itself is on the.
And these, I'm just pressing the chunky glitters down. Not a lot on here. No Lara today? Or is she here? I didn't see her, if she is. Yes, you can dip over gel extensions. That's what I do every day. Oh, really? So you've just been doing one hand, Brandis? Well, that's the thing is every time I take my jelly tips off to replace them, the gel just comes off, you know what I mean? Like the rubber base gel, and then I got to put it all back on again. It's taken me longer to get them off. So I'm like, So this is what they look like. Of course, they need work. Did I even press this down? I definitely did not. But after we're done filing, they're going to look really good. So trust the process, right? Okay.
And Detective, I would ask you to just look through those if you could.
All right. Oops. That was my e-file. Clean this up while we wait for the nails to cure.
Those appear to be an accurate depiction of the PowerPoint that you shared.
Thank you.
And again, they are taken from an instruction protocol supplement.
Okay.
Does that include
Have a little acrylic on my skin. I'm just going to file that off.
does it include messages or other content? Your Honor, I would move for the admission of State Exhibit 49.
Okay. Coffee time.
Ms. Blake, with that.
What's MGR, Brandis? I do MGR every couple months once I'm tired of backfilling my rubber base. What do you mean, a chop?
That is where I'm headed next year.
Okay, let's go ahead and take our morning recess.
Yeah, there are some good shorty dippers out there.
And we will be back on the record after that.
Thank you.
And you know, they don't necessarily have like these long nail beds, you know what I mean? But their nails look cute. Hi, Janet. There she is. Magic gel remover, yeah. Oh, okay, my bad. Brandis, I did notice though, like I was putting 2 layers, like a regular layer and then a thin layer of the rubber base over my natural nails, but I noticed that my jelly tips didn't fit as snugly, you know what I mean? Just with that extra bulk over my natural nail, that was another issue. we got a few files here. Oh no, where's my ergo file? Oh, here it is. Okay. It's about to freak out. I dropped my other ergo file yesterday somewhere too. I think it's under the same table, under the same 10 rolling cart as my e-file now. Oh, Corey. You know, I have to comment on her post because she said lift your spirits. She always says thanks, but she never likes or comments on my posts. Ever, ever, ever. She used to back in the day, but now never. So it's almost like I'm resentful. Like, I know I got to do it because it's lift your spirits, but it's not cool. Like, repay the favor once in a while, you know? I'm not even saying every day, but once in a while. All right. We are definitely ready to get to filing. I like to start up at the cuticle of my pinky. I usually go from pinky to thumb. Yeah. This, I'm using the 180 grit side of a file and just tracing the outline of my nail, pretty much going around the whole outside. Sometimes at the sidewall you might have a little wave or bump, so if that's the case you want to smooth it out. So you pretty much want everything smooth, right? Everything around the outside of your nail. Your sidewalls up top at your cuticle, your free edge, the point, you know, you want all that looking good and smooth. And then obviously the surface of your nail, you want that smooth too. So that's what we're going to try and do for every nail here. Make sure our sidewalls are straight, of course. And then that it comes down into a shape I'm happy with. Quartz on break. I was listening to Lizzo, but I can't put that on one of these. They'll take me right off the air. All right. Now I'm going to use this 180 grit side to lightly smooth out the surface of these nails. They're pretty smooth to begin with because we press down with the plastic bag. But, you know, it doesn't always make everything perfect. So you may have a little filing to do. But it's a lot less than you would have if you had not pressed down with a plastic bag. I'm telling you guys, best trick ever. And definitely for like glitter nails, chunky glitters for sure. Hey, Patty, did you get your bracelet yet from me? That package I sent like 2 weeks ago now? What I like about Corey's manis too is she always comes up with creative things to do with glitter placement. You know, like she'll put different glitters going down the center of a nail and they look really cute, things like that. She always does cute little things like that. You want to make sure that's straight. Perfect. Okay, that looks good. Just gonna move on now to the next nail. I might be using this file for the whole thing. If I could do this whole manu with one file, I'll be impressed. I've been using this file more and more because these are the files, the new files I got off of Amazon, you guys, the thin 100, 180. They're made in China. They're not like anything great, but, and they are really rough. The 100 grit side is rough enough to file dip off your skin. And the 180 grit side, when I got it, was definitely grittier than a normal 180 grit. But now that it's like, you know, getting more worn in and more used and everything, the grit is like, you know, not as rough. So it works well for shaping and smoothing and stuff. And then you flip it to the 100 grit side and you have someone to help get the dip off your skin or to quickly smooth something. Okay. Free edge. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. You didn't, Patty? All right. Well, I gave you the tracking info, right? Didn't I send you the picture of the tracking info? Track it. It was in Birmingham on Saturday. I bet it went somewhere else, like your other package you said. Or your mail lady just doesn't like delivering to you. Janet got hers last week. Yeah, Janet, I sent Patty out a package the same day I sent yours, and she still hasn't gotten it. And she's closer to me than you. Where's it saying it is, Patty? And just for the cheapest shipping, it was $6. Okay, I'm shaping the free edge now of this now. Smooth out these glitters. I'm not really worried about filing through because I press down. And that kind of really like packs the clear onto your nails, and it makes it so you have way more protection than you would just normally if you had dipped in one layer of clear. You know, usually I used to always use 2 layers of clear when I did a chunky glitter, no matter what, you know. But with this pressing down method, 1 layer of clear is sufficient most times. Oh, that's painful. Okay. All right. All right. Let's buff. We're nearing the end now. Because I already smoothed these nails, there's not much buffing needs to be done. Okay. Jeez. She said, you keep her in a job? You what, you mail lady, Patty? The whole thing was, it was 5 to 6 days is what they had told me. And it's been, I think I mailed it last Monday, so it's been 8 days. Okay, now I'm going to clean my nails with alcohol. It'll give us a good look, see if there's any areas I missed or anything I need to fix or file. Super cute trio. Little. All right. Okay. So yeah, this definitely gives you a good view if there's any dip on your skin or acrylic, clear acrylic, anything like that. Make sure you can get up and just go rinse your hands and that would do the job. But if you're going to use a nail brush like this, make sure you get underneath your nails too. Okay. Okay, so now that we're ready, we're done with our filing, buffing, shaping, all that. We're ready to top coat. So we're going to go in with another layer of activator. You can just do a thin layer this time on your nails. These are pretty. Definitely pretty. These kind of look like they're in a line. I wish it didn't look like that, but that's how it came out. So cute. I like to wait like 30 seconds or so before going in with a lint-free wipe, just to wipe off any wet activator. Oh, I didn't use my ergo file. Let's do that real quick. This helps to give you a nice shape up at the cuticle as well. And it's not as drying as, you know, a cardboard file or sandpaper file. This is glass. It will last forever as long as you don't break it and you take good care of it. I've had this for several years, got it off of Amazon. It's made by Bonafide Beauty, and it is called the Ergo File. And it just hooks right onto your enhancement at the cuticle line, and then you just rock it back and forth. And it helps to give you a nice shape up at the top of your nails there. Okay, let's wipe off. Hey, Britt. Oh, you did make it. I was saying that we were going to be in a meeting, so you wouldn't be here. You do? You always do 2 layers of clear brandas, really? No, I've been doing 1, and I don't file through or anything, because I'm pressing down so much. Oh, awesome. Is that your birthday gift? An iPad mini. Sweet. Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, it's a long meeting, Britt. Was it an important one? I was just doing a glitter and grease mani using a trio of dips that are available. They're called Skye, Halo, and Glowberry. So we're about to top coat. First layer of dip top coat goes on pretty quick. You want to use as few strokes as possible just to cover the nail. Don't worry about capping your edges or if you miss a little spot on the nail. We're going to do a second layer and you can take care of all of that then. I do my typical 3 strokes. Now I come, right back to do my second layer. This is the super glossy layer that you get with dip top coat. Also going to cap my free edges. This time you can make sure you get fully sidewall to sidewall here, right? Definitely cap your edges to prevent chips. I finally posted my mani from Friday's live, our mani quad. This is a super pretty chunky glitter. It's got corals and like flashes of blue in it. There we go. Okay. So that's after 2 layers of dip top coat. Really pretty chunky glitter. Look how nice it matches with the fine glitter too. Cute, cute, cute. Geez, I might have to do something with this chunky glitter by itself. It's so gorgeous. I went definitely really light on the glitters and everything, as you can see, but it looks good like that. You know what I mean? Typically, I go heavier, more fuller coverage, you know, down at the free edge with ombres, but I like how this one looks. You know, and like depending on what look you're going for, if you just want a sprinkling of glitters, you can do it like this, or if you want heavier glitter coverage, you can put more. It's just all in your personal preference. I was just trying something different today, I guess. Super, super pretty. Oh, it's all over your head. Yeah, that's super exciting. So so then you have 3 devices, Brandis, so that you can follow along with comments too? How do you do that? So we just got to give the nails, it takes about 2 minutes for dip top coat to dry, which is fairly quick. You just got to keep your hands still for 2 minutes. Even I can do that. Usually. Sometimes I get a little impatient. Just leave my hand straight out like this for now. The glitter on my middle and ring fingers is called Skye, Skye. The chunky glitter that I ombreed with is called Halo. And the solid blue that actually glows, let me put my hand in the lamp, it's called Glowberry. And then I also used her clear aqua glow to top coat my nails. She has clear glow powders in multiple colors, and they're truly clear. So, you know, like if you put one layer on, you're not going to get like the greatest glow. You think about it when you use a glow dip. I mean, you got at least 2 layers on, you know. So if you want to have a good glow, you're going to want to put a couple layers of that clear on there. But if you're wearing glow dip already underneath, then, woo, oh my God, they're so glowy. I wonder if I can get it so you guys can see. Look, can you see them glowing? Maybe. Maybe not, but they are glowing. Alright. So we're just going to wait for these to dry, and then we will put some cuticle oil on. All right. We are dry. choose Mediterranean Coast Cuticle Oil from Happy Cuticle Company. Oh, it smells so good. This was one of the first ones I picked. I'm all about like the Mediterranean, you know what I mean? Oh my God. So,
All right, thank you. Please be seated.
and I love beachy scents.
All right, we are back on the record now in case you are going to.
I like to make sure I oil underneath my fingernails as well because it tends to get dry under there. Definitely be generous with your cuticle oils. Your hands have gone through a lot.
Detective Duncan is still on the stand under oath, and if you'd like to continue with your direct, you may do that.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would ask to publish State's Exhibit 49.
All right, you are allowed to do that.
I always oil up both hands at the same time. You should be doing this at least 2-3 times a day, guys. Especially if you do frequent manis, you know, but keep them.
And the type
It does a lot for how good your nails look. It does help with nail growth, supposedly. I keep my nails short, so I don't really know much about that. But I'm constantly having to
on this slide, can you
grow,
send to
replace my tips. You know, once a week they're growing out. So
Hello, Jack.
okay,
You're doing well.
just want to make sure
Really enjoyed
everything looks good. Yeah, they do. What color sleeve, you guys?
Appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about the book.
I got light blue. No, it's not the right shade though.
I still haven't made much progress on it, but I feel an urgency to get
Should I do white
it. As the managing partner of Right Funding,
or black?
I'm willing to have the opportunity to speak at various conventions and events. But everyone says that summarize my life and share the first book to follow. So I will cut to the chase. I'm willing to pay you well to help me get this book into shape as my ghostwriter. I really
think we'll do white.
And the tone you took in sharing experiences without preaching. Is there any way you could come here for a couple of days? I feel talking in person would be much more valuable than a phone call or video chat. Mainly because
I've just been using these same 2 rings lately.
my
Okay,
journals
I like it.
be publishing and it would help you know whether I truly have
Glitter and Grace? Yes, in multiple colors. Yep.
played minor league baseball and have plenty of stories that
Yeah, Glitter and Grace.
along with the knowledge I gained from
Glitter and Grace.
so you could
So here is the finished manicure using Skye, Halo, and Glowberry, which is the solid that glows aqua. And then I also used her clear aqua glow powder. She has it in purple, blue, green, and aqua. So they're awesome. And they're truly clear. You guys can see I used it over these glitter nails and they're clear. You know. So you can save at Glitter and Grace on Etsy. It's glitterandgrace.etsy.com. With my code Tara15. Thank you all for being here today on this lovely Tuesday. I will do my best to be prompt and on time tomorrow. Thank you, ladies, for your support. Thank you to my mods. And thank you to everybody who stopped by today. These don't fit my nails. Are you a nail tech, dude? Anyway, I'll choose to move on rather than bite. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Love you all. See you tomorrow.
fictitious.
And just to